Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your reading. So let's get into it. What's the first major highlight for the month of June? We have Egg, which says success assured with good plans and hard work. Next we have the second major highlight as the Rose. We have Romance is in the air. And the third major highlight is Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Really cool stuff. We have a very nice combination of things. We have success, we have honor and respect, we have love, admiration and appreciation as well. So let's see your tarot cards and the clarifiers. We have the 10 of Wands clarified by the 8 of Wands. Okay, so there can be a lot of responsibilities that come towards you in this month. It does say success assured with good plans and hard work. So it's not something that comes easy, but since you're a very practical, very steady and focused earth sign, this is not out of element for you. But these are working towards something that you find very enjoyable or you find is beneficial for your future. That's what's coming through. Next we have 2 of Cups and paired with that we have the 5 of Wands. So there is reconciliation between extremes or between the unlikely duo. Okay, so opposites attract, but they can also create a rift, right? So it's as though if you have been arguing with someone, be it a romantic partner or a friendship or a colleague, this is things coming into alignment. The separation of focus is something I'm hearing. The separation of focus is uniting and bringing you back into balance again. So you might have been busy with things of your own, and your partner or this whoever we're talking about here has been doing their own thing as well. So there might not have been a lot of time together that you were spending, but now that things are changing in this month, romance is in the air as we saw, so there's more spark and chemistry coming through this month for you. But of course, you're going to have to try to make things work because you still have different responsibilities or a lot of other obligations that you are taking care of. But this is not something that is going to stop you in any way. If there is a will, there is a way. If you want to make it happen, you absolutely can. Next, we have the King of Cups clarified by the 10 of Cups. So you have a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction this month. Your family life, your home life, your emotional and spiritual spheres are very blessed. We do have a lot of favorable aspects going on in the watery signs here. So your 3rd house of communication and colleagues, your 11th house of hopes, aspirations and friendships are being blessed in this month. If you're in a space to be a mentor or you are being guided by someone, there is a good relationship with them and there is a chance to achieve a lot of good stuff through this dynamic. A compassionate leader is what is coming through. There's plenty of empathy and compassion as well. If you need help, you will find people to help you out throughout this month. So you're not alone in carrying the burden. We have the 5 of Swords clarified by the Fool. Interesting. What am I getting here? Let's see. There might be this, okay. So Uranus being in your sign, it's not really a very fun influence, I'm guessing, because you're not one to change your mind or to change trajectory just like that. But Uranus is asking you to break free and to color outside the lines, to do something you've never done before, to be unconventional. And that might give you a headache sometimes. And there are some aspects this month which are triggering that Uranian aspect that has been going on for some time now. And that might be causing you some type of frustration, or it can be that even though you're doing the work, someone else is trying to be like, no, I did it, or not really I did it, but you know, they're kind of overplaying their contribution in the whole project. Something of that sort can happen. And this kind of motivates you to go your own way or to not engage in the same type of dynamics you have done before. The change itself or the need to have a lot of faith in the unknown, that's something that could be a little bit frustrating, given that it's a more logical or a practical situation that is ongoing. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Ace of Swords. So the clouds part, these are very temporary, by the way. This frustration is very, very temporary, so much that it didn't even get mentioned in the top 3. And as soon as you feel a sense of frustration or annoyance, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. This says that there is a breakthrough, a new beginning, and if you need to make a change, you are making a change. So, you know, the difficulty is only temporary. You are ultimately going for that new horizon. We have 10 and 10 coming up here, and we have 1 over here. So 1 and another 0, another 10. Okay, so 10, 10, 10, 10. This indicates a lot of personal development and growth that's going to happen this month. And the Wheel of Fortune says that you are being blessed and guided throughout this whole situation. You will have the clarity and the epiphany that you need to climb up and up and up. Even though sometimes you might feel like you're going around in circles, you're not really. Even if it's about like having the same argument over and over again, it might feel like it. But honestly, we are learning a little bit something new, one thing at a time. Bit by bit, we learn from one another, and eventually in the long haul, we see that in fact, we were making a lot of movement. We just didn't realize it then. So give yourself credit. You're doing really good. You have been doing really good. And there's plenty of good stuff that's coming in here as a reward. The Wheel of Fortune also indicates you're being protected throughout it all. So listen to that inner guidance, listen to the guidance of your mentors. If you look up to someone, they can give you some useful pieces of information here that can really bring a sense of clarity and freedom. Next, we have Creator Water and we have In Balance. Very nice. So this is the Temperance and the Libra card. This says that everything in moderation is a good idea. So take care of your emotional needs, your practical needs, and also your logical or your mental needs, but nothing too much. Okay, nothing too much. It's something that we have to kind of consciously remind ourselves once in a while, but that is very important for you through this month. And I think that's what you're trying to strive here. Now, Creator Water indicates that you have that sense of fulfillment that we were seeing earlier, but also it says that your intuition is guiding you very, very clearly throughout this month. So listen to your heart and listen to your loved ones, because they might have something very important to say to you as well. You're feeling a little bit extra sensitive this month, not in a bad way. It's just you're very much in touch with your emotions here. So if you're feeling as though your energy is drained, you're more inclined to ask others for help than you would be otherwise. Okay, so use that as a strength. And towards the end of the month, we have the Sun moving into Cancer, we have Mercury moving there as well, and a lot of Piscean themes are coming up here. So your 3rd house of communication, siblings, short distance travels as well come up to the surface. Maybe you're taking a little bit of a break or going somewhere near water to kind of replenish your mind and care for yourself. Okay, or connecting with your neighborhood and your local community can also bring in a sense of peace and connectedness. Okay, very nice. In terms of finances, it looks steady in a way, and you're doing a lot of stuff over here. And in terms of workplace relationships, there might be this odd annoyance, but it's not something that is a big deal or a deal breaker. You can figure out a different way to go about things. Definitely there is hard work here, and your the Wheel of Fortune can indicate climbing up the ladder. The King of Cups with the 10 of Cups can indicate a wish that has been long time coming, and that something that you very much deserve is coming to pass over here. So you're being respected for all the contribution that you have. In terms of romantic situations, you might have trouble meeting the other person if you don't already live together. There is a chance to date, but again, you have to make this work. There is an opportunity. That does not mean it's like automatic. Okay, so opportunity that you have to go towards and make an effort to have that come in. So if that's a priority, you can absolutely have that. The 10 of Cups and the King of Cups indicates that it's most likely going to be a spiritual and an emotional connection first, but it's very effortless. You can talk to each other. And even if there are miscommunications or you come from different backgrounds or different ways of thinking, you're still able to bridge the gap by keeping an open mind and an open heart. As long as you're both honest and open, that's not a problem at all. Okay, so let's see what else we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the month of June, please. We have the 5th house, Mars and Libra coming up here. So diplomacy is something that is a natural talent for you this month. And you might find yourself connecting with various people on, if you're looking, of course, you can connect with different suitors over here to see who is the right fit for you. I think you're looking for a balancing influence instead of another Taurus or another earth sign, probably someone who can pick you up and kind of get you going, spur you on, and motivate you to, try out new things or explore new spaces and things like that. If you have children, there might be some conversations you're having with them. They might have some questions and they are being a little bit willful or very direct and open and all of that. They're also very confident and things like that can be coming up here. Sometimes this can indicate that they are having a relationship. This might be their first relationship, so they might be a little bit unsure about their footing, and perhaps they're coming to you for guidance here since you are in the center position. Other people can be coming to you for help and guidance with their annoyances. Even with the 5 of Swords and the Fool, it can indicate that you didn't realize that you had this ability to be a mediator, to be diplomatic, or to sort out other people's problems with your guidance. But as the opportunity arises and you enact or express this part of you, you're like, okay, maybe I could, try something out like this as a job possibility or a side hustle or just something that I could incorporate more in my life, right? Now, the 5th house talks about your hobbies and your free time. So you're absolutely prioritizing your fun time. You're making sure that you're resting and taking care of yourself. And that's a very, very good idea for this month, okay? So make sure you do that. Now, Mars says that you're very driven towards things that bring you joy, a sense of aesthetic, a sense of beauty, and connect you with like-minded people. Okay, so that can be a mode of fun as well that you're doing this particular month. So yes, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you check your astrology reading. There's a lot of information in there as well, and that'll give you a lot more context for this month. I will see you some other time. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I will see you some other time. Take care. Bye.